Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 20th session of the first party, where we last left off. Our intrepid heroes have, while in their stay in Waterdeep, discovered Gwen's adoptive father, Marius, and an old friend, Althen, was contained in the Archmage's tower, trapped by what seems to be someone impersonating the Archmage. They also found out that the father and the friend had been turned into werewolves by Eliana, disguised as a Meryem Adderbrent. Rescuing them, they are now at the City of the Dead, where they have been untied. Moments have been shared. The party faces the doom that is the next day, where the first of Flame Rule is to come, with the final full moon just over the horizon. And I believe time now is 7, 8-ish in the evening. Kakatapos nyo lang convo for all purposes. Short rest kayo, and you're free to do as you please.
Ano na ang condition ng aking father and si Althen?
Still in a weekend state, pero they're werewolves. They'll be fine.
Do we know where the venue is?
You know that it's somewhere in near Waterdeep.
So basically, here, right? Somewhere there.
A little bit east-ish, mas malapit sa civilization, somewhere around here.
Oh,
I watch over my father and Althen while listening if they can come up with, a plan and para hanggang afternoon tomorrow.
Okay, you do that. How about the others? What does the others do? I-resolve ko lang in like one go. Bapin may place ba dito to acquire spell scrolls? Yes, actually. Good question. Meron. Sa marketplace, there should be spell scrolls galore dyan. May nahanap ka bang magic scroll? Si Tata pupunta sa marketplace para bumili ng spell scrolls. Noted. Justo, Rex, ano yung gusto niyo gawin?
Rex is just having thoughts because there will be definitely werewolves on 28 hours from now. So I guess, Gwen, can you ask them how did they deal the werewolves like last month?
I blinked, then I turned to my father. Father?
He looks at Althen, and Althen goes, when I arrived last month, they were searching, pushing people out the city. There were only a few werewolves back then, so it was more manageable as they went loose and woke up confused outside by the roads. People do not know this. However, since there's a wedding, there's been a great influx of visitors from the outside, and there could quite possibly be 10 times more werewolves than the city originally had.
I have a bad feeling about this. How can we deal this werewolf to ensure safety to the people?
Marius just looks at you and goes, "Child, I have no idea. There has to be a cure. Somehow."
Worry, father. We'll find it.
Yes. What do you plan to do tomorrow? Ask them when they were infected by the lycanthropy. You know from last session that they were infected by Eliana, exposing them to werewolves sometime during her reign. But you know that it was after the werewolf wave that they managed to quell by pushing the people outside the city. Anong yap correct? Dalawa yung sinabi ko. Yap correct sa pwede sa both. May level ang spell, tsaka may pwedeng gamitin ni Tata. Pero the higher level the spell, the more expensive it is.
Si Gwen is too preoccupied to keeping them comfortable and stuff like that. Para di sila mamatay.
Alright.
So, kayo na magtanong, guys.
Does this fake Meryem have plans to put suspicious people with lycanthropy on custody?
No, child. I think the thing that they're going to summon is all that they're preoccupied about. Ask them if there's someone here in the city you think who can deal with the lycanthropy. I mean, the cure for it before the full moon. There may be clerics that have some idea of how to dispel this spell. Do you know if you can approach any cleric in the city? That would be fantastic. There's also been rumors of a crystal palimpsest being circulated around the continent, so people may have it, but I don't know who would, since I've been locked in the tower for so long. Okay, crystals are basically cell phones. That's all you need to know.
Anong range ng crystal kinemer just in case?
Wala siyang range. Basically, connected siya sa other crystals around it. So, kung anong pinakamalapit na crystal, ko-connect siya dun. Tapos, so basically, kung may gusto kang kausapin ng crystal, attune ka sa crystal, pag-isipan mo kung nasan yung crystal, tapos magle-link yung crystal in like a line, parang gumagawa ng constellation ng connection around the continent.
Gotcha.
Yan. So meaning kung mawawala yung isang crystal, masisira yung connection, blah 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 blah. Pero as long as merong crystals, may connection sa buong continent essentially.
Do you think the cleric of Ao that we visited just would know?
Pwede kayong magtanong ngayon bago ko
Pero
ngayon
you
pumunta
have to
kay
be
Meryem.
careful. You don't know who works for the fake Meryem.
True.
Like basically.
Okay, let's start with Tata. Tata, anong gusto mong bilhin na spell?
Yung dispel magic.
Dispel magic. Let's see the
May pera ba
price.
ako, guys? Paging pera, patak-patak muna.
Dispel magic, I'm gonna price that at 400 gold kung may pera kayo.
110 lang yung nakuha ko.
Pero pwede kayong mag-try magnakaw, pero I'm just gonna say that stealing from a tavern is different from stealing from a potential magic user.
Hindi ba kayang humingi kay Varitian ng baka naman, Varitian, ganon.
Saan na si Baritian ngayon? Baka umalis na yun. Ay, hindi mag-ano pala. Caterer siya, no? Caterer nga pala siya.
Interesting. So, hanapin mo si Barithian.
Pwede din. Saan kaya siya? If ever.
Roll for perception, Tata. With a 20 perception, you see Varithian just waiting at the side, pretending to like hide himself, to show himself at the right opportune moment na parang, akong nakahanap sa'yo. I'm so good. Yan yung vibe niya. Pero hindi niya ka pa na-notice, pero nandyan sa somewhere sa crowd. Parang timing.
I awkwardly creep beside him. He's...
Surprise! You don't find me, I find you. Wink, wink.
Okay. I'm just wondering, do you happen to have spell scrolls with you?
Spell scrolls. No, but I can help you get some. I have connections with the Harpers, you see.
Okay, because we're just trying to survive tomorrow.
What are you looking for exactly?
A spell scroll to, I guess, dispel magic. I don't know how to do that.
All right. Verithian walks up, and then out from the distance, he kind of, and then from person shows up beside you. Just comes up to you. All right. You will. What is it this time, Verithian?
The excitement on my face.
Igne on the ooflay, the ray. Just okay. I know what to do. Then she just kind of comes up to the shopkeeper and says, hello, how are you? And then kind of entertains the shopkeeper while Verithian casts invisibility on himself, dispels magic, sneaks behind the scroll keeper, and picks a dispel magic slyly from behind him and walks away and gives it to you. You now have a scroll of dispel magic. Wait, bigyan kita.
You should teach me that.
I'm afraid that I can't do that all the time. The Harpers have been already giving me a bad time. And Nessa goes, I should say so. Well, it's been nice meeting you again, Tata. But I guess I have to say ta-ta for now. And then she goes like, Verthin, keep an eye out. We're supposed to watch for any activities. And then she disappears into the crowd. All right. Well, I hope that helps you. And then he kind of walks awkwardly backwards and disappears awkwardly into the crowds.
Okay, bye. Balik na ako.
Balik ka na sa kanila. Okay, let's resolve the Justo Rex thing. Okay, Justo and Rex goes to the cleric. You arrive at the chapel again, and the cleric goes, "It's nice meeting you again, brother."
Lo, we need something of urgency. It's about the, lycanthropy.
The lycanthropy.
There's a threat of lycanthropy.
Roll for insight. You notice that this cleric, I think, has somewhat of an inkling of knowledge behind or something about the lycanthropy going on.
I whispered to Rex. Rex, do you think
Yes.
we can trust him?
I'm not sure. Hey, cleric from earlier.
Yes.
It seems that you know about lycanthropy going on in the city. Am I right?
Yes, I do know lycanthropy. There's can I trust you, brother in Ow?
Yes, just though I dodged him.
I must give this to you in confidence. Crystals have been passed around the city. There's been an effort to find a cure for supposed lycanthropy going around. I myself haven't seen it, but apparently there's been a raging lycanthropy curse stronger than any lycanthropy the continent has ever seen in this recent 100 years. This crystal, I think it was by a king, Thalassian or something, up in the north. Sorry, the east, somewhere cold. He's been distributing this crystal as a means to communicate. If anyone has a cure, someone could call in the crystal and help disseminate this information throughout the continent instantly. But and he brings out the crystal. The crystal is a dodecahedron-shaped, translucent figure. The pentagon sides around it glow with iridescent, cold white light. If someone could find the cure, they would have already called. And I believe no one has found it yet. Then he just looks at the empty crystal. But don't worry, I'm sure that the paranoia was just a rumor, I guess.
You must know that within 24 hours there will be a massacre going on.
That's what the Sea Elf King said. But I wouldn't know if that's true.
It is.
He does not look at you and instead looks at Justo. Is this true, brother now?
It is.
Have you proof of this claim?
Have you heard of what happened to Bryn Shander?
Yeah, the giants attacked.
Do you know who's responsible in saving Bryn Shander?
Oh, you're Justo.
I am.
And I was there too, by the way.
He immediately bows. It is an honor to be in your presence.
Why don't you ask him if the church would help the civilians, or maybe detect civilians, as many as possible, which among them are cursed with lycanthropy.
The church of ours is small, as you know, Brother Justo. So it's only just me and a few other clerics.
Yeah, would you help us even though your number's limited?
I would.
By the way, what's your name and your companions?
The priests are Kaladin, Dalinar, and Renarin.
I think we should give our best to sniff who among the people are lycans, and maybe we should, I don't know, parang ipalabas natin sa city, or we could detain them.
If it's only a few werewolves, we can manage easily. You know what? Kaladin immediately rushes out. Well, I can start right now, and then he casts detect magic on the crowd outside the chapel, and after he casts it, his eyes glow for a bit, and he is stunned. Then he falls. He just kind of sits to the ground in shock.
I think you see the urgency now.
Is it that too many?
Everyone's a werewolf, sir.
What the fuck?
Oh my goodness.
There's possible na lahat ng mga tao is cursed.
Yes?
Do you think Meryem is going to sacrifice these people? All of Waterdeep?
But for what reason?
I
Anyway,
have no idea.
we need the help of these 3 priests. That's for certain. So let's ask them if they're willing to come along with us.
Kaladin comes up from behind you and goes, Brother, I think that it's just the 3 of us can't push the entire crowd. Everyone's here for the wedding.
What are you guys gonna do for the next 28 hours?
Judging by this situation, I think you can try to convince Meryem herself to get the werewolves out. Everyone out.
I have a question, Kaladin.
Yes.
Do you trust Meryem?
Yes, she has done great for our city. Just the other day, she defeated an invading green dragon off the coast.
Sorry guys, sobrang galit na si Rex. Desperado na siya, sorry. What if we told you that this Meryem isn't what we think she is?
Roll for persuasion with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Fuck! Fuck!
Wala tayong bardic.
Lord God, please, Lord God. With the power of Ow, I'll believe for Ow for a sec. Please, please. This is the good for the good of mankind.
I think you sir have a troubled mind. I shall seek the help of the city guard at once. And then he kind of runs off to the city guard.
I used suggestion on him as a reaction, Bapin.
Ano yung isa-suggest mo?
I suggest to him to believe us.
I'm gonna say I'll allow it. But that lasts for 8 hours. Plus 3 yung wisdom ng isang priest. So I need to roll 15 or lower. That is a... I saved. Brother, please help your friend. I think he is in great distress. Then he runs off to tell the guard.
Okay, I run toward Kaladin and then may I roll for persuasion because I will just...
Okay, so may disadvantage kasi baliw yung kalaban mo pero may advantage ka sa persuasion checks to calm people so makaka-roll ka normally. Maganda yung rolls ko ngayon na. Oof. Mag-insight ako. I gotta beat your 10 with a plus 3. Oof. It's brother. You must hold fast in the faith. Help your friend. Then he runs.
Rex, let's run. Let's run, Rex.
As Justo and Rex escape from the chapel, we join Ulseth, Gwen, and Hiraya just T-posing next to Althen and Marius. Ulseth goes, nice weather we're having today. And then Althen and Marius just kind of looks at him weird. Okay, Tata arrives.
What's up, mga bobo?
Gwen, you immediately notice Tata's quote-unquote purchase.
I have a new thing. Di ba one time use ng tabupin?
One time use in, and then it burns up. Tapos, parang Skyrim.
Did we arrive then?
No. You two are going to have a special thing. You both need to do a group stealth check, and the guards will have to find you. The guards will have advantage and have a +2 to perception because they're all around the city. You two have to roll stealth together, and I am going to take the average of those 2 rolls. So the guards, after being notified, will search for the 2 of you. First roll, That's a 9. Second roll. That's a 13. Okay, so the perception roll is 13. You two have to roll stealth, and I will divide the average between you two. If your average is 13 and above, you go scot-free.
Can I use Mask of Many Faces?
Yes, but at the same time, Waterdeep does have magical defenses. So, bibigyan ko lang ng advantage yung stealth mo. Si Justo walang advantage sa stealth. Oh, okay. Average, yeah. So,
Pass.
automatic pass.
Tama
Automatic
tayo.
pass. You go scot-free as the guards scramble to find your location as you go into the city of the dead, joining the others.
The hell took you so long?
Guys, I
We're
fucked
almost.
up.
What?
I fucking fucked up.
I
What to
told
do?
you. You should have
No,
not told them.
I kinda told one of the priests that some suspicions about Meryem, and they don't want to leave it. So they called the guards to look for us.
We told you, be careful who you talk to.
You really were dropped as a kid, weren't you?
We only have a matter of time before the guards find us.
There's another additional bad news.
What?
Apparently, there's a 99% chance that all of the Waterdeep are cursed with lycanthropy.
Gasp.
Do you want me to bite you so that we're all, werewolves?
Jesus Christ. Gwen, I do have a feeling that Meryem is gonna use all of those people for something. She must be, right?
Very interesting. What does the party proceed to do? Do they take up on Miriam's offer to meet her in the Adderbrent house, or do they let that slide and magre-rest na lang sila sa City of the Dead?
I still have 2 of the weapons.
Yes, you have 2 of the weapons.
Who wants to use the other one?
Hiray, gusto mo i-try hold yung hand axe?
Yeah.
Alright, make a constitution saving throw. Alright, you immediately recoil in pain as the metal touches your skin.
You know what, Hiraya? I think I have an idea how we can find most of the weapons shards. You touch them a bit. Maybe with your tail or your ear.
Kakapkapin ni Hiray yung buong continent.
Yes. Well, if it's someone important, I can do that, right? Right?
You gotta promise to heal me, okay?
Of course, I will kill you.
Do you guys wanna hold a single or 2 silver coins?
I need some for my punches.
Ilang silver coin gusto nyo?
I mean, kung magic ka, matatablan yung werewolves ng magic. Pero yung mga martial dyan, baka kailangan nila ng silver.
Kailangan ko.
Ilan gusto nyo? Just to Gwen and Olset. How many of silver coins do you guys need?
Who will take the hand axe daw? Sino kukuha ng hand axe? Bigay mo na ng hand axe kay Justo, pwede niyang gamitin.
Oh,
Pwede ba?
Yeah.
Sa'yo na yan, Justo. Tata walks forward towards Justo and acts like she's a mighty queen. I offer you. It's so heavy. Please take it.
Okay, bigay ko lang kay
Justo,
Justo.
take it. Justo, take it. It's heavy.
Thank you, Tata.
Justo, you get the axe shard. That is a strength weapon, pero hindi mo magagamit yung dex dyan, pero it is a +1 weapon and pwede kang mag-disguise self gamit niyan, and it also damages werewolves.
Olset, Gwen, do you need the silver pieces?
yes.
Yes.
How many?
I will need that. I have at least like 10. I need to coat my dagger.
You as well, Gwen?
Yes.
And if I don't hold my own with 10 silver, I don't think I can hold my own with 20.
How about them, the 2 of your father, Gwen? What should we do about them?
We need to tie them up. Just for their safety and for others as
That's
well.
true, but also there are ghosts here.
I know.
You can bury them.
What?
You can just bury them in the ground. They'll be fine.
What?
Hanggang leeg?
Well, how is that fine?
Para hindi sila maano ng ghosts. Di ba?
What?
Meron bang chapel sa sa City of the Dead?
Merong mausoleum, chapel to the deeds of Vecna.
Oh my
Yeah. No.
Tangina
No.
naman.
Make a deal.
Alis tayo dyan.
It's a totally safe place, guys.
No.
Sinong may holy symbol sa inventory nyo?
Wala.
Si Diyos pa ba wala?
Wala.
O ganun.
Wait, actually, hindi. Merong holy symbol si Justo. Yung necklace na
oo,
binigay
yung
sila
suot
ni,
niya.
ni Tinder.
Okay, I'll give it to Marius.
Thank you, child. Alton kind of struggles to get up and brings out his short sword. I will try my best to protect the Lord.
Oh, you're not in any position to actually protect anyone.
But when push comes to shove, I will protect the Lord.
Long rest ng bataya.
Long rest. All right. And with that, the night passes as the 30th of Kythorn goes into the 1st of Flame Roll. The day of the full moon. The waxy one bids you farewell as sunlight piercing through the green veil of the City of the Dead greets our intrepid heroes as they face the final day before reckoning.
Hiraya will pull Rex aside.
Wait, what?
Rex, I know you're an asshole most of the time, but you do the job. Look, if shit hits the chandelier and I lose control and I'm far from everyone, you're the only one who has a shot of stopping me. So, worst comes to worst, you have to do it. So I won't hurt or Tata or Gwen or anyone. Our friends, okay?
I put my hand to Hiraya. Sure.
But not before I totally lose control, because if I die, I swear I will haunt you.
No problem. I'll do my best to keep our friends safe.
Okay, thank you.
Marius gets up and gives Gwen one last hug. I'm sorry you have to go through this, daughter. I wish I could do
Worry,
more.
Don't worry, Father. I'll be here. I'll be here. I'll be back. Then we'll find you a cure.
Alton also gets up. I'll keep the both of us safe. You take care of that bitch.
I-hug ko si Alten din.
Saan yung kiss?
Be safe.
Ay,
Alton just kind of hugs back and smiles.
ala si Kuya Chansing. Alten na, ay.
Nung umalis na kami, ako muna yung nagstay. If things go south, here are 2 coins, 2 silver pieces.
I'm a werewolf.
Just put the 2 silver coins below on the statue of Gwen's mother. 2 silver pieces, Bapin.
Okay. Alton just kind of nods.
You know what to do with this, okay?
All right. As Ozeth goes and looks at Tata and says, "Together."
Yes.
Justo, you feel the glory of Ao shine on you. Even though you're in the City of the Dead, you are filled with life as your god almost talks from beyond the veil, giving you a stalwart assurance in seeing to it that the city is saved from this impending threat.
Ay, saan ba tayo punta? Ay, palit na kayo ng damit.
Ano yung idadamit niyo?
I still have my sister, half sister to worry about. Bigla nating nakalimutan.
True. You go to the Adderbrent house and surprisingly, you're immediately let in. And from beyond the gate, a very enthusiastic Meryem greets you. Hello there. I've been expecting you yesterday. You haven't. I'm surprised you didn't come.
Thing came up. We're very sorry.
I see. It's fine. All right. And then from the distance, you hear someone. Sister, our guest is waiting. Oh, I'll be right there. Well, come. You will be very accommodated. I hope your terms as my bodyguard will be of sufficient worth to keep your stay here at the Adderbrand residence. Do you go inside the house?
Can we check if it's trapped or are there magic?
Sure. Rex hears the hum of a strong teleportation portal. Hiraya, there you do not notice any traps, but the house is big. Gwen, the house is the same as you remember it.
It's the same. So if ever, we need to run, I would know places we can hide or, escape.
You walk into this house. You are immediately greeted with a plethora of paintings. From around the house, you see a multitude of different lords in Waterdeep. They're up and about, talking to each other, affairs, customary before the wedding. Meryem herself is wearing her usual pink dress and goes, do you want to go somewhere private to discuss our terms? The lords, as they see you, go, wow. They just go, wow, the heroes of Waterdeep. They helped save the city. They helped Meryem save the city from an evil green dragon. They're just like, whoa, these guys are cool. Yan yung impression nila sa inyo.
Siyempre si Tata proud.
I'm gonna say, Gwen, you can make a investigation check with advantage kasi familiar ka sa bahay nito. Gwen, you know immediately that all the paintings here of the Adderbrand family are all from the brush.
Again.
Every piece of art. You also notice that there is a very new painting. It's a very like a 20 by 10 feet painting of Waterdeep as a city. Oh, you like this new piece? I commissioned it from the East. It's a very endearing portrait of our city. Quite remarkable, don't you think?
Very impressive.
Yes, amazing. Lots of new developments in the city while I was here. Lots of magical developments as well as architectural. But the brush has been very kind in helping us support our need for the arts, if you will. Don't you? Isn't that right, sister? Yes, sister. I like the brush's paintings. So, do we go to somewhere more private, or are you fine with having the discussion here in the study?
Somewhere that is private but not too far away from the crowd.
I have the perfect place. Come with me if you want somewhere more private. Adine, can you lead the way? And Adine looks at the giant Waterdeep painting and steps into it, disappearing into the canvas. Come.
It's a freaking teleportation. Shit, are we guys?
And Meryem goes in as well. Do you guys follow?
We turn to Gwen for her go signal.
Well, I'm not gonna leave her with my sister.
Are you sure that's still your sister? Remember what the cat told us?
Also, remember, they can also have shards that can disguise themselves.
As you stand by the painting, and an elven man with a gorgeous crown of branches passes by and goes, you must be the guests.
Who might you be, mister?
I am Leanthorn of the Northern Forest.
And then Tata makes a shocked face.
I looks at Gwen.
You see this gorgeous, tall, pale elven man with long flowing white hair and piercing green eyes.
I try not to stare. This is my dad.
Leanthorn kind of looks at you and he says, do I know you from somewhere?
I kind of raise my hands a bit. No, just a common half elf.
Might I know your name, young girl? You see that you are an enthusiast of the bow, as do I.
It's Gwen.
Gwen kind of is struck by that name. I see that after this occasion is over, please I will seek you out. We are looking for more capable ranges because there would be a dire need after the ceremony, that is. So if you're available, I hope you'd come. I know a good archer when I see one.
She's practically speechless. She's looking at her actual dad, so
You are waiting to go. You and your friends are waiting to go step on the portal, I assume?
May question ako.
Yeah,
Sa portal yung kasal?
you don't know that. You don't know that yet.
Can I ask
Can
him?
I ask Leanthorn? It's our first time to go through.
Well, hasn't she told you? The wedding is earlier. The celebration later is for festivity purposes, but the actual ceremony with magic is happening just in about 30 minutes. I assume you are here for that, are you not?
Yes, yes, we are. And I stand a bit straighter.
If you allow yourselves, just go inside, shall we? Nobles, come. It's about to start, so we might as well fill the seats.
Let's go, guys.
Oh,
We don't have a
Tata
choice.
starts stretching. I'm ready.
And I hold the symbol of the Underbirth house. Wala siya sa ano ko, it's in my pocket. So I just like pat my pocket. It's like, yeah, I can do this.
You all pass through the portal, and the bright, iridescent flash blinds your eyes. Stepping through it feels like you're passing through a liquid slash gaseous film. And as you come out the other side, you smell fresh air. You are facing Mount Waterdeep, and in front of it is a gorgeous pit stylized with tiles and arches. An assortment of trees are planted by the side as a red carpet is laid in the center. There is a small pool of water from which traditional Waterdeep wedding rites are held, and everything is covered in a swath of bright, intense pink. From a distance, you see, um, Meryem, dear. Can we come about here? Yes, my love. Yes.
Can I chuckle?
Ayun, pahangat ni Harold.
Ako yung parang napapahiya sa sarili ko.
Gwen,
Yes.
now I understand. You're going to marry a bunot. Uy, bulungan lang to ah. A bunot.
What's a bunot?
It's a coconut cut in half.
Oh,
We use it to clean the floor.
Miriam rushes through, careful not to step on the water, and goes, "Oh, my love, I am so excited to marry you," and gives Harold a big ol' smoochie. Adine sits beside Leanthorn and is kind of just dead-faced. "Shall we discuss the terms? Dear, these are our bodyguards for the occasion. They will protect us from any invaders." Harold goes,
Oh, I see. Oh, well, in that case, my lady, I will just sit down at the side over here as you have your final discussions with them.
Miriam kind of goes, "So, can we gather over here?" As the nobles start gathering as the occasion starts.
Ay, may question ako. Matanda na ba si Harold Hemfast?
I'm gonna say he's around mid-30s.
and believe me, Gwen just turned 22.
Come. She kind of calls you to go over here.
Okay.
Well, how do you want to be paid for your services?
With your life. Charot.
Yun na sasabihin ko, pero pabulong. Well, with gold, of course. Pero sa utak ni Gwen, she's like, I want to slit your throat. So bad.
Oh, well, isn't that interesting? So here's the thing. This wedding beforehand it's actually finished. So now, this is just a show for the nobles, and then we have a show for the poor common people outside, so that they will be entertained like the monkeys they are. So, would you be willing to be bodyguards for that event as well?
Sure thing, Pating.
What is pating?
It's, shark.
A shark. At the mention of that, she kind of glances to Rex. Interesting. Well, as for payment, she reaches to her pocket. She grabs a pocket watch. Well, let's just cut the bullshit. She crushes the pocket watch and everything freezes around her. The nobles are still in their chairs, and Harold is just kind of sitting there with the most dumb face imaginable by the benches. Interestingly, Adine does not freeze. She kind of slowly turns her head, not moving her shoulders, towards the party. Then Meryem snaps her fingers and manifests an appearance akin to a well-adorned, armored lioness bearing a shield, and it's just herself. Well, still, mali yung token, pero she's still wearing a over-decorated pink dress. Well, it's time we come clean to each other. You do realize that I cannot allow you to ruin my plans, right?
What is your plan?
Well, my plan is none of your concern. What matters, though, is how I'm going to use you. Well, you will notice that I've tried experiments on your dear sister. Bino himself was very adamant about this development. Then Adine kind of just marches slowly, and she kind of backs away. And her normal appearance, upon closer inspection, appears more wood-like in this trend state. Well, a combination of simulacrum magic and Bino's very own natural magic from whence he came offered us a new type of magic, arborification. Now, your sister is no longer human. She's mine. And that means that I can freely make copies. And from the ground sprouts another copy of your sister. And another copy of your sister. Well, of course, your sister is among them. Some of them are copies. But I will not give you the honor to know which is which. So I will present the three before you now. Before I will turn you and arborify you to be under my spell. I will give you your last words. I am a generous general.
First of all, this pink is horrid, it's ugly, and it's gross. Second of all, Gwen, you want to say something?
Umiiyak na si Gwen. Oh my god, what the fuck did you do to my sister?
And the bigger question though is, which one is your sister?
I will find my sister, and when I do, I will kill you.
Any other final words before I turn you into trees myself? You know what? Give me an insight check. With a 19, you know that the trees on the side are not just trees. The three trees over here at the front have holes in them, which makes you more or less assume that these three appearances of your sister are manifested from three of these trees.
Saan? Sorry.
Dito. Sa left side. Dito, tsaka dito. There's also another tree that is that has a hole. You don't know who was copied in that. In these other 6 trees, they don't have holes. They appear to be not used. 6 trees for 6 members of...
Diyan tayo ilalagay. Yes!
Ay, dyan ba tayo? Kaya...
Diyan tayo ilalagay. Putang ina. Sabit na lang tayong tatlo. Dito
Sige.
tayo
Sige,
sa...
3 girls, 3 boys.
Oo.
Sige, go. Siguro kailangan nating sunugin yung mga puno o kailangan nating...
Interesting.
I think I kind of would disagree with that. I think the pink really looks flattering on you. I mean, it brings out your eyes, your fur. Is there any way that we can talk first?
Oh, why, thank you. And then she kind of flashes her pink dress once again with a disguise spell, and as well as her pearl earrings. I think it's flattering as well. Well, thank you for the kind words. But now, it must be your end. She kind of backs away and starts levitating 50 feet. If you have no other final words, click your token and roll initiative. Oh, I'm so fucked.
Kaya?
Oh, 5. Please be good. I'm so fucked.
Si Ulset, kasabay ko.
Kasabay mo si Ulset? Depende, ano yung feeling mo? Gusto mo kasabay ng turn mo si Ulset or gusto mo separate ng turn niya?
Parol natin.
Aatake ako. hindi ako kapag-apoy eh. Yung hindi ko maabot si Eliana, so dito na lang sa may yung gitna na lang atakihin ko.
Okay, roll for attack. That is a 13, which hits. Yung sa gitna yung tinatamaan mo, di ba? At one punch, you chip away from the shoulder, blasting wood away from the creature. The face is non-reacting.
Punch the other one, just to...
I'll roll again.
That misses as you swing wide.
And then May bonus action ako.
Flurry of blows.
Flurry blows.
Okay.
So I spend...
That's 1 key away. Oh, that hits. Sino yung tinatamaan?
this one.
Alright. They take 6 damage. You chip away at their body again.
Flurry of blows, diba dalawa rin?
2 hits, yeah.
Okay, another one.
Oh, that's...
Sa taas
You swing wide. Completely
no.
wide. Alright, that brings us to... Hiraya, what do you do?
Ooh, can I hold action until I'll attack? If someone attacks any of us, I'll attack that.
Alright, okay, noted. Oseth steps away, breaks away from the group. Everyone split up! And then Oseth goes light crossbow. That
Sino inatakay niya?
si Eliana. He goes
Talagang
for
gusto ni
Eliana
Bapin
with-
patayin si Olset.
Oh yes. He goes for another attack. Two attacks completely miss as Eliana just swings mid-air. All flying past her. She kind of just chuckles. And that's Oset's turn as he says, "Guys, we gotta split up. We don't want to bunch up when she throws a fireball."
Sige, dito, 20 feet.
Alright, go for it.
Hill of Thorns kay Eliana.
Hail of Thorns. Okay, that's good. Let's see. So every time magde-dexterity saving throw ako. Okay. Noted. So that is an action. That means hindi ka makaka-attack ngayon. Bonus action ba to or action? Ano nakasulat sa spell mo dyan? That is a bonus action. Makakatira ka.
Twice.
Yes.
Beastalker.
Oh my fuck. That hits. Roll for damage. That also hits. Roll for damage. So can't of you. 21 damage sinks into Eliana. Ugh. And she has to roll for concentration to maintain her flying. So 21 divided by 2, that is 10.5. Round down to 10. She has to roll a constitution saving throw of 10 or else mahuhulog siya. Let's see. Constitution saving throw. Oh, hindi siya mahuhulog. She still flies. Holding concentration. Tata, your turn.
Pangit ng taste mo!
She attempts to save. At your insult, she fails. She takes 2 damage and has disadvantage on her next attack.
Nga.
And that ends her turn, I believe. Sabihin na lang natin nakapag rage si Raya kasi di siya nakasabi earlier. She raises up and goes forward. May disadvantage siya. Pero spells don't get disadvantage. Let's go Fireball at 5th level.
No!
5th level? Fuck.
Tata, si Rex, tsaka si Raya make dexterity saving throws. Everyone fails, so everyone takes 22 plus 12, that is 34 damage. Yung damage kay Raya kasi nagre-rage siya is 16. Kay Raya take 16, Rex and Tata take 34.
Wait, di ba nag-hold action ako kanina? So,
Yes.
since in-attack niya kami.
That misses. You swing wide. The second one hits, dealing 10 damage to the flying creature. And she rolls for concentration. Tangina, please don't roll. Okay, so please roll higher than 5, please. What the fuck? Eliana falls 20 feet to the ground, taking 11 bludgeoning damage. Seeing as they attacked Eliana, they'll keep on attacking Justo. The 3 creatures make attacks towards Justo. First creature, each of them makes 2 attack.
Babin,
Ano?
hindi po si Rex pa.
Oo pala, Rex pala kasi 5. Okay, never mind. And anyway, miss yan, so mamaya na yan. Okay, Rex, go.
Dito ako pupunta, Papen. I'll use my Eldritch Blast. That would mean I will be firing 2 and hopefully...
Okay, I will allow it to be a bonus action kung huhubaran niya si Harold. Okay.
Sige, hubarin ko muna si Harold. Ayan, nahubad ko na siya.
He is now dead inside because he is naked. Okay, let's go. As soon as the first one goes to her, she puts her shield forward. And your attack misses. And the second attack also misses. What the fuck? And now it's the three people's turn. Okay, so first attack kay Justo miss. That hits. 7 slashing damage, Justo. That's the first attack. Okay, nakagrapple ka sa kanya dito. So dito ka sa nakataas, nakagrapple, and sa yung turn ka pa makaka-escape. Which means this will go, the other two will go for Hiraya. Let's go. Hit. You take 7 damage and you are now grappled by the second 3 person. Makaka-escape ka sa yung turn for free.
Okay. Walang half yun sa rage. 7-3
Oh,
ganun.
half by rage. My bad.
3. Okay.
3, correct. And the third, sino ba? Kasi grappled na kayo. I'm gonna say mag-attack sa both of you.
Di ba nag-miss yung muna?
Nag-miss yung una pero yung ikalawa na tumama sa'yo. Yung ikatatlo at yung ikapat na attack, kay Hiraya tumama. Tapos yung 5th and 6th, kay Hiraya at kay Justo ngayon niro-roll ko na. Both hit. Hiraya take 9, so halved 4. Justo take 9, so take 9. Alright, top of the turn. We're back to Justo. Roll ka lang ng strength or athletics.
Sige, strength na lang. Saving throw.
12. You are still grappled and cannot do anything.
Aray.
And that ends Justo's turn.
Bapin question, meron ako ng aspect of the beast. May advantage ba yun?
Yes, you have advantage on your strength.
Okay.
That also fails. Both of you are still restrained. And we go back to Ulseth. Ulseth, he goes over here. Ustad, are you okay?
I'm dying.
He's gonna throw his health potion to you for his action. Okay, nasa yun yung health potion ni Ulseth. And that's it. Alright, Gwen, your turn.
Okay. Yung Hail of Thorns, kailangan ko ba yun every time?
Okay na, a Hail of Thorns now has effect. Oh, each creature within 5 feet of it. So kasama si Hiraya.
Ba't naman ganun? Sige, okay lang. 3? 2 damage.
Ilan yung Hail of Thorn niya? 6. Unless gusto mo mag-roll every time para ma-RNG. Max damage is 10. Ano gusto mo, Gwen? Mag-roll ka every time or i-flat ko na lang na 6 yung damage every arrow kinemer?
6 na lang.
Okay, 6. Okay, so dapat lalanding pa muna yung attacks mo. So make 2 attacks. The first attack hits 7 plus 6. That is 13. 13. Hiraya take 3. Second attack. Okay, she casts shield. Miss. And I believe it is Tata's turn. Tata, what do you do?
Dito ako punta dito. Ito ang punyemas na babae. Yan, fairy fire. Tapos, bonus action ko, i-healing word ko yung sarili ko. I-heal ko yung sarili ko. Pwede ba yun?
Okay, go for it. Pwede mo yung max out at 3 para mataas yung heal.
Oh, 3 kasi matay ako.
So you heal 7, you heal 13. I assume lahat ng mga 3 people tsaka si Eliana magse-save.
Ay, hindi ko sinama yung 3 people, si Eliana lang.
Oh, so naka-heal ka na?
Yes. Nag-dexterity saving throw ka na, Bapin.
My bad. Eliana, thank you for calling it out. Yan, nakakalimut ako. 20, I save. The 3 people go. Fail, save. So, silang dalawa, merong fairy fire. What does Eliana do? Casting at 3rd level. Yon. She heals for ilan? She heals for 14. She uses her bonus action to Misty Step. Teleport 30 feet away. Diyan ako. And then she's gonna use her full speed to find cover behind this tree. Yon. Di na lumilipad si Eliana. Nasa ground na siya. She has a +2 to AC right now kasi nakatago sa puno. And that ends her turn. Rex, it's your turn.
Mag-hold action na lang ako.
Ano yung mag-activate ng action?
Kung merong mag-attack sa amin.
Okay, noted. Alright.
Alis rin ng konti. I will submerge myself in the water.
It is 10 feet deep. It's the 3 people's turn. Both of you, Justo and Hiraya, make Constitution saving throws. Hiraya, you have advantage because rage. Oh, they save. Fuck. The 3 creatures squeeze you as you are grappled, and you take 4 damage. Half pa kay Hiraya, so 2 lang kay Hiraya. Justo, you can try to escape again. Strength or athletics, let's go. That's it. Hiraya, go for it. You escaped. May action ka.
I use dash. I go to where Eliana is.
I'm fucked. May advantage yung attacks mo or wala?
Walang advantage yung attack.
Okay, I'll take the first roll. So 13 misses, 21 hits. That hits. The first swing misses, the second swing hits, and she takes 8 damage. Okay. You miss with your blade, but by missing, you push her shield away and drive the tip of your greatsword back into her shoulder. What? That's 8 damage. You'll pay for this. And that ends your turn, I assume? Ulseth goes here and attacks with advantage kasi nandyan ka. Ulseth goes for a light crossbow attack. That hits. Hindi na kailangan. That also hits. Wait, never mind. May shield pala si Eliana. The first one she shields, the second one she takes 11 damage. Oh my fucking god. Wait, may constitution saving throw pa. May constitution saving throw pa. Please, please. I hate this goddamn throw. Fail! God damn it. Okay.
I go here. Beast Stalker.
Oh no. That hits. Second. Oh, that misses.
Wala na yung Hail of Thorns, no?
May Hail of Thorns. So 11 yung damage sa first, pero the second one misses.
Paano ko to gagamitin, Bapin?
Shit. Oh no. Kalimutan ko meron kanyan. Bonus action yung command. Yun lang. Magko-concentrate ka, tapos super hot yung appearance mo for 1 minute. So may action ka, tapos meron kang isang libreng command.
Kahit malayo ako?
Yung anong reach ng command? 60 feet. Kailangan mo malapit ka.
Ito na lang. Abot ba?
Yep.
Try ko siyang i-sleep na level 3. Tapos, pwede ba yun? Pag nag-fail yung sleep, i-command ko siya?
Actually, yes.
Pag nag-fail yung sleep, ikakomand ko siya na ihagis niya pala yung shield niya.
Okay, she counterspells your sleep. As you try to sing something, she immediately counterspells it. No effect. Then you try command. Hindi ako pwede mag-counterspell ulit. Alright. Ilan yung DC mo para sa command?
Wala yun di ba? Pero 15 yung spell save
15.
DC ko.
Shit. She falls victim to your command. Oh!
Saan niya itatapon? Dapat malayo hanggang dito. Malapit
dyan,
kay
okay.
Gwen, ganun. Para pwedeng
Ay, bigyan
damot.
niya sa akin.
Shit. She throws the shield. Andito na yung shield.
So, ibig sabihin, pwede ko pa siya gamitin next, no? Yung command.
Pwede pa. Paulit-ulit ang command unless i-break niya yung concentration mo.
Sige.
Okay, Rex, ikaw na. May move pa pala ako. Never mind. Okay. Meron pa akong rest back. Immediately. Healing word. 4th spell slot. Ang baba ng rolls.
Hindi,
Ang
kaya
ina.
niya napatayin yan. Wala nang shield eh.
May ano pa siya, di ba? Counter spell.
Meron. May makaka-spellcast pa rin siya. Gwen, Ulseth, and Rex. A rain of ice falls from the sky. But ang baba ng rolls ko! Oh my god. Dexterity saving throw, everyone. Rex, Ulseth, and Gwen.
Cold resistance ako, Bapin, ha?
Yeah, I know. Alright. Tingnan natin ang spell description. Gwen take 10 damage. Ulseth takes 21 damage. Rex takes 6 plus 15 divided by 2. That is 7. 6 plus 7, that's 14. Rex takes 14 damage. Basically, Eliana calls a rain of ice and snow. Sa buong circle na to, difficult terrain. So it takes, imbes na 5 square, yung squares dito, 10 squares na. Basically, mas mabagal kayo dito sa loob ng circle. And then, that's Eliana's turn. Okay, Rex, your turn.
Ito, Bapin, di ba nag-attack ka sa amin ni Gwen, tsaka Ulseth, at tsaka ako?
Yes.
Di ba may nag-hold action ako kanina?
Yes.
So, dalawa yung actions ko niyan.
Yes.
Ayun, lumangoy ako papunta dyan, and then double Eldritch Blast. Hindi muna ako mag-Eldritch Blast.
So, ano yung gagawin mo muna?
I'll use Chill Touch muna bago ako nag-Eldritch Blast.
Okay, that's actually smart. Fuck. Tapos mag-Eldritch Blast ka?
Yup.
Fuck.
So, frozen na si Eliana niya.
No, chill touch means hindi siya makakahil. How do you want to do this?
Before Rex does those actions, he shouted to his victim, "I nearly died there, you idiot! You must pay for your sins, especially killing my mother! Die, you Leonin bitch!"
As you send a spectral necrotic hand and 2 bolts of eldritch force against the killer of your mother. She looks one final disdain-filled stare as Eliana goes down. You see that her pearl earrings falls off.
Is the time frozen still, Bapin?
Yes.
Can I pick up the pearl earrings?
Interestingly, the pearl does not harm you.
Oh.
Ooh.
As Eliana passes, the trees immediately freezes still, mid-pose as Justo fights them. Justo, you see this happen in front of you. They're just completely frozen right now.
Gwen immediately looks their way.
You see them, 3 born copies of your sister. Not sure which one is the real one.
Pupulutin ko yung shield
Time flows back as the nobles just sa perspective ng nobles, oh my god, lapit kayo dito guys, mag-uusap tayo. Tapos may snow na, tapos may naka-froze na 3 yung kapatid na other Brent, tapos si Eliana nakalumpiga na sa sahig, tapos kayo nakakalat na pawis, tapos si Harold na hublas.
Oh, hubad.
Oh my god, what happened to me?
Si Eliana ba hindi na siya naka-Meryem? So, technically, ang tingin nila is
Lion.
lion.
Roar.
Pero suot niya yung dress, di ba?
Suot niya yung dress, yes. The nobles look in disbelief as you all just basically zoomed in a matter of 6 seconds in front of them. What just happened? That's what Leanthorn says. As the nobles look around at each other.
I went beside Leander as I gasped for air. Apparently, that Meryem is a fake and tried to kill us.
The nobles kind of gather in single file with Leanthorn in front. Yes, that Meryem is fake.
What?
Oh, alam
You
nila
knew.
kasi.
All along.
What have you done? You've doomed us all.
Why?
Why?
They will cure the continent of werewolves.
Nah.
No, they're lying.
What do you mean? The forests have been ridden with lycanthropy. My people have lost control last month. That's why I've reached out here. And she offered to be of service. And so we pledged our allegiance with her.
He's the one who was turning the rest of the people as werewolves.
Yes, she was trying to transition most of the people who lives in this city.
So the beast who shall devour the moon is not real?
It's real, but that's hers.
But that's our only hope.
But it will also end the world.
No.
Bruh.
It is.
Child, if the world ends, all you need is coin, and you will be safe.
No, not that. Why is...
Justo goes, that's a big fat lie. They're responsible in destroying my city too. And yet, you have doomed your city as well.
Tata comes forward. Sir, did you study when you were younger?
I'm well versed in the arts and the medicines, yes.
So, you do know that the water and the moon are connected, right? The tides?
Yes.
So, let's say a fucking dragon eats the moon. What will happen to the tide?
We will just find another magical solution. That's what the arcane is for.
Until how long will we find?
Then how do we solve the werewolves?
We'll find a way.
It's a curse.
Also, it's her fault anyways.
It's a curse.
She tried to kill us without telling us that, so
No.
It's a curse.
Gwen, roll for insight. Among the 3 figures frozen, you see that the one in the middle is more humanoid than wood, but still frozen.
Alis na ako. Hindi ako kausap si Leanthorn.
Are you okay? I'm sorry I couldn't help you.
It's fine. I told you to keep the potion. Gave it to me. I don't need it.
Oh my god, taray. Si Harold, nakahubad lang dito by the way.
Ew. Dumaan ako, tapos nag-ew ako. Hindi kasi maglulot kami ni Hiraya.
Suntukin ko na si Rex ha. Rex,
Sige, hit me in the
ano
balls.
What? What?
Anong meron kay Eliana?
The pearl earrings and the dress, the shield, and a
Ano yung
letter.
shield? Wala lang yun.
It's written in the language of Leonin.
Considered mo silang beast?
No,
Kasi
they're
meron.
humanoid. Humanoids lang.
Okay.
I will send it later. She also has a bag of holding. Finally.
Akin na yun, akin na yun.
Uy, ano yung shield na siyang ibang shards?
Malalaman mo after attunement. So, short rest para malaman kung anong laman. Pero you have the shield. At best, at glance, since sanay ka na sa mga weapon, Kemerot, it's instantly a +1 shield. Tapos, alam mo na may disguise siya kasi ginagamit naman ni Meryem eh. Pero di mo alam kung ano pa yung ibang pakulo ng shield. Kasi yun ang shield shard.
Meron na ang shield at dagger niya. Let's go.
Gwen, you try talking to the tree person, apologizing for leaving, but she is unresponsive and frozen. She is so tied that it's gonna take a lot of arcane energy for her to reconstitute as a human being again.
Can the pearl heal her?
No,
Oh.
Aww.
it's just a pearl earring. The nobles gather. We do not agree with what you have done, Leanthorn goes.
Nagtatanggal na ako ng disguise nito kasi kunyari, para mamukhaan ako nung kapatid ko.
What? Who are you? Why do you look like Meryem?
Because I am her.
A flood of confused feelings flow into Leanthorn.
She's the real Meryem, you dumb idiot.
My child. I thought you knew better. You're just an idiot like your mother.
Well, I'm not the one who left.
I left for my honor, child, and for my people. Then he brings his crown, takes it off his head, and he puts it before him. The sacrifices that we must make for our citizens.
And you don't think I'm trying to do the same? There are people out there, innocent people who are turned into werewolves against their will, all because of some cult.
How about your family, child? This cult is the solution.
This cult will kill us all. No coin in the world will be able to help us then.
No matter. She showed me another way anyway. And then, from his crown, he walks over here. And he pulls out the pearl. I hope this works. The Anthorn crushes the pearl, and its facade breaks. A shard, a tiny but bright shard, suddenly fills the room with light. A shiny, iridescent light that floods everything. I'm sorry, daughter. And everything is white. You wake up. The buildings are half tangible. It's as if the buildings are superimposed by other buildings not quite lining up. Everything around you is a mishmash of left, right, up, down. Direction is meaningless. Di ba nasa Mount Waterdeep kayo? Tapos parang pit lang to. You look out and at one part you see sea. Well, another depth of field, you see a field. A rolling field, and on top, as if you were on top of a hill. You look around you, and behind you is much taller mountains, the mountains of the east. And the signs of the city around you say Helgebal, as well as Waterdeep. The Anthorn drops the shard, and it flies to the top of where Mount Waterdeep is. It is time. It is time to summon the beast. You will realize that I was right, daughter. You will realize that I was right, unlike your mother. And then the nobles walk away.
Angry tears.
As Waterdeep and Helgebal are merged, we leave our intrepid heroes as the afternoon comes, and after that, the evening. And until then, ciao! That's the end of our session.